Alright, listen up, because what went down behind the scenes in this final is still buzzing all over Edmonton. The vibe was pure confidence, fans already dreaming about hoisting the cup, But reality hit hard, and man, it hurt. What stings even more is that it feels like the team dug its own grave. If you're an Oilers fan, hit that subscribe button now, and let's push past 1,000 subs to show the true strength of Edmonton's fan base. The season ended bitterly. The pain is still fresh, and the question everyone's asking echoes through the city streets. What's next for this team? You saw it. You felt it. This journey was epic, intense, and painful. The Oilers fought harder than ever, bled ice and sweat just to get this far. But in the end, the result was the same. The cup slipped through our fingers once again, and the heartbreak feels way too familiar for a fan base that dreams big. There's one thing no one can ever take from us: the effort. The team's heart was pounding loud, led by none other than our captain, Connor McDavid. Even with tears in his eyes, he had the guts to raise the Conn Smythe trophy. That says a lot about who he is. But hold on to that feeling, because there's more. In Game 6, right in the same rink where last year's heartbreak happened, the Panthers beat us again. 2 finals in a row. 2 brutal losses. What looked like a comeback turned into a painful déjà vu. And here, my fellow fan, is where today's talk gets real. It's time to get into what you want and need to know. Does Connor McDavid still believe in the Oilers? And will he sign an extension? Connor's got 1 more year on his deal, but he can lock in an extension this offseason. With all eyes on him and pressure cranking up, what's really going through his mind? He made it clear he still believes in the team, but is that belief enough? There's still a lot of confidence and belief, he said. Despite injuries, setbacks, and tough losses, McDavid didn't point fingers. Instead, he praised his teammates and acknowledged how far they've come, but you could still see the frustration underneath. So, Oilers fans, do you think McDavid's sticking around, or is he gonna look elsewhere to chase that elusive Stanley Cup? Drop your thoughts below, because this conversation is all about you. There's a shakeup happening behind the scenes that's putting the Oilers front office under major heat. If you think the season ended on the ice, you're dead wrong. The real drama is just getting started. Don't go anywhere, because the next update involves some controversial decisions, and it's going to hit right in the heart of the fan base. It's tough to put into words what we all witnessed. The hope was massive. The energy was there. But the ending was a cold slap for Edmonton's faithful. What happened on the ice wasn't just a loss. It was a raw wound. From the moment the playoffs began, we felt this is it. McDavid leading the charge, Skinner holding down the net, the roster showing real grit. But once the final started, something shifted. The spark faded, the confidence wavered, and the team just collapsed. Fans used to big performances waited for an answer, a spark, a turning point, but it never came. That's when we start asking, who's really responsible for another crushing disappointment? Here's the tough truth many avoid, but fans have to face. Evander Kane's name is in the spotlight for the wrong reasons. With Hyman out, Kane was supposed to step up. Instead, he gave us penalties, a game misconduct, and zero impact on offense. In Game 3, Kane almost sabotaged the team himself. 16 minutes in penalties and an ejection in Game 6. Worst of all, he didn't even show up for the handshake line after elimination. That kind of attitude speaks volumes. And, just when you thought it couldn't get worse, Stuart Skinner let us down at the worst possible time. He was the hero against Vegas and Dallas, but in the final ... he vanished. Pulled from Game 4, sat out Game 5, and when he came back in Game 6, he couldn't stop the Panthers' attack. A total blackout. Now let's talk about the guy nobody wants to criticize, but has to be mentioned. Connor McDavid. Yeah, the best player in the league. But this final, he wasn't the star we needed. 7 points in 6 games, but only 1 goal. And that came in a game we were already done for. We've seen McDavid carry this team on his back before. Decide games by himself. Shine like a supernova. This time, he was quiet. and on a team built around him. That's a huge deal. Is the pressure finally starting to wear on the league's top talent? Now, fans, here's the big question. With McDavid hitting free agency in 2026, does he want to stay? Because if winning the Stanley Cup is what drives him, what the Oilers have done lately just hasn't cut it. If you thought the season ended with that loss, hang tight. What's coming next could shake everything up. A front office decision is rattling the Oilers' future, and some big names could be involved. Management's plans for the roster will surprise you. Stick with us. The next update is one you won't want to miss. The season's done, and yeah, it leaves a bitter taste. But now's the time to talk straight, with heart and a clear head. Expectations were sky high. The team went deep, took down tough opponents, beat the odds. But when the final rolled around, the tide turned. 2 straight losses to the Florida Panthers. The last one, a 5-1 beat. Coach Chris Snowplow didn't sugarcoat it. No pep talk, just raw honesty. In a press conference an hour after the game, he summed it up simply. It still breaks your heart. The pain of seeing the cup slip away hit hard. Snowplow wasn't interested in silver linings. He reminded everyone the Oilers were underdogs against LA, Vegas, and Dallas, and still came out on top. But in the final, nothing worked. The Panthers scored early, controlled the first 2 periods, and Sam Reinhart lit it up with 4 goals. About the only goal for Edmonton came late from Vasily Podkolzin. But as the coach said, that goal obviously didn't mean anything. And here's the kicker. For Snowplow, losing in 6 games this year hurt more than going 7 last year. This loss feels like it pushed the team even further from their dream. Losing Zach Hyman, according to the coach, was a tough blow. Last year, we were healthier and took it to Game 7. We were closer. Now I ask you, does this group still have what it takes to bounce back stronger next season? If you believe in the Oilers, share this video with fellow fans who bleed blue and orange.